Hey, we started recording. What's up? It's Chris Wild. We're back with Breaking the Fourth Wall, Season 3, Phase 3, something 333, Neighbor of the Beast. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another season on RadioCastFM.com, except it's going to be a little different, and I will explain that in a minute. But first, let me introduce you to the panel that is with me today. As always, are Christina Talley.
How y'all doing?
And then over to the other side is Mr. Gaming XP himself, Matt Cruz.
What's up, people? How's it going? Good to be back.
Yeah, we took a summer off, got prepared, was taking care of a whole bunch of other shows, which you guys are now on RadioCast. YouTube, you already know about it. But RadioCast, we're going to let you in a little secret. Breaking the Fourth Wall is actually part of a company that we call Realm of the Mist Entertainment. And Realm of the Mist Entertainment does a whole bunch of other great shows, including Gaming XP, That Trans Geek Girl, War of the Stars. But you guys don't really get to hear that on RadioCast till now. Because at Saturdays when we go on, we're slated from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check your local listings. But we're only doing an hour format this season. We're only going to be on from 5 to 6. So what are we going to do with that second hour? Well, I'll happily tell you. We are going to showcase some of the other shows from Realm of the Mist Entertainment. One week it could be That Trans Geek Girl. One week it could be War of the Stars or Star Wars Canon Library. Unfortunately, Matt, I'm sorry, it probably won't be Gaming XP. Although Gaming XP would play on RadioCast, I don't see it being something that would play where we don't play it back to back to back to back so people can hear the whole story.
Exactly. To be quite honest, it's more visual anyway. I mean, I like the reactions I get from you guys are much more priceless. So I'd rather see your mugs than hear your voices.
So as you're listening to us now on Saturday, when you're listening to this episode, stay tuned afterwards because I will state that the first choice we're going to give you the brand new shows from here on out as far as after Fourth Wall. But for this week, we thought it would be special. Brian Miller had done an interview with Mr. Nine Numb himself, Mike Quinn. So for this week, we thought that the second hour should be replay of that interview. So stay tuned on RadioCast and hear the conversation with Mr. Mike Quinn, who is known as, like I said, as Nine Numb on Star Wars. He was also a part of Labyrinth and the Muppets and so many other great things. It was a really cool interview, guys. You'll get a kick out of it. He's a really nice guy. So stay tuned for that after Fourth Wall. For now, it's our season. We're back. We're going to do it again. I hope you guys enjoyed your break. Anything in particular you want to discuss before we get into the thick of things?
No, I can't even think of anything right now. The only thing I was going to say is let's get to the topics because it's going to be awesome.
Yep.
All right. Well, first topic, I brought it up earlier. We'll throw it out there real quick. You'll notice a new format with Fourth Wall. We're not going to go into the news and deaths. That's what we on Realm of the Mist Entertainment. We have Realm of the Mist breaking news. That's where we're going to do news from now on. Instead, we're just going to have discussions about pop culture in general, and let the conversation go where it's going to go. But the one thing I will bring up, like Christina and I and Matt were discussing before camera went on, Leo DiCaprio is being looked at to play the new Joker in the standalone movie, or at least is wanted by Warner Brothers. Pros and cons of an idea of somebody like Leo DiCaprio playing an iconic character like the Joker.
Can't be worse than what's his name?
Jared Leto?
Jared Leto, he played the psycho side okay, but that wasn't really his fit. Leo DiCaprio, I know a lot of people don't. Some people don't like him. Some people do like him. There's been roles that I did like him in. Like I said before, Django. I loved him in Django. He played that part well. He said it was really uncomfortable in the beginning of the shooting because of some of the condescending terms he had to use towards, racial terms. And they were just, everybody on the cast was like, it's okay, it's a movie. We're getting paid to do this for once.
Aviator was really good in too. Where he played Howard Hughes. He was excellent in that.
The Departed.
The Departed was excellent. Catch Me If You Can.
The Departed was great
as well. Catch Me If You Can.
Oh yeah, that was a good one too.
Shutter Island. We talked about that earlier.
Yeah, but I think.
And Revenant.
I even like Titanic.
Revenant was brutal.
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh no! I had to sit through that with a girlfriend.
Well,
it wasn't worth it even afterwards.
I'm a girl, so
sorry.
Remember, it's
like I said, like I told her, I can save us at the time $14. That was the price of 2 tickets. Real fast. We know how it ends. Iceberg. Smash. I'll never let go. End credits.
Yeah, you gotta admit that was kind of messed up.
As
she's saying, "I'm never letting go," she's literally prying his dead hands off of her hands, letting go. Like the irony of that statement.
Look, when I got dragged to see that movie, when I was the girl I was dating with at the time, I will admit that I was the asshole that stood up in the theater and applauded when Leo died. Yay! Finally, God, he's acting. But let's be honest. Rose could have made room on that board, or at least they could have taken turns being in the water.
Yes. It is a proven fact. She killed his ass.
Yep.
She set him up. I'm sorry, she did. She played on his nobility for being a guy. I will save you. And let him freeze to death in the water. I'm sorry, bitch. Slide over. I'm sorry. Let's be honest. We all saw that. We've all seen the pictures. There was enough space. Yeah,
draw me like your French whore now, bitch.
I know, right? Sorry.
I'm sorry. I don't see it. Getting back on topic here, I don't see him as the Joker. I mean. Yes, I know there's like 3 different personalities to the Joker, and they've kind of all been represented kinda with the 3 live action movie actors that we've had. Nicholson had the gangster role down, and then we had, although I think he had the comedy side down a lot better than Heath Ledger.
Comedy. Yes.
Ledger was more of the chaotic Joker, and then Leto was the
methed out
supposed psychopath, but really he seemed like he'd fit better with Scarface than Gotham City with that Joker. So I'm not digging the whole idea of Leo DiCaprio. I think there's a lot better out there that could play the role a lot better. I'll say it straight out again: the kid who played the prequel Joker in Gotham, Jerome
Mohan.
That boy nailed. I would call him next to Mark Hamill. I would call him my favorite performance of the Joker ever. I really would. And you don't give this kid a chance,
I say, yeah. Why not give? I mean, it would confuse the audiences a little bit. I could understand that, but honestly, why not? I mean, you just got to make him look a little older, and it's a different universe. We know it's a different universe. If anything, why not just you can fix it. You can fix it. It's still time. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is that, as far as I understand it, too, this standalone Joker movie is not going to be tied into the DCEU. It is literally just a standalone movie, so it won't have like story responsibility to the DC universe that's supposed to be happening. As I have a weird phone call coming in. Discuss. I'll be right back.
Well, if anything.
Hello.
Like I was, let's see, where was I? I lost my train of thought there for a second, but, with the Joker, a standalone Joker movie, then that's basically The Man Who Laughed. That's what the Joker was based off of. So they did that already. I mean, why? I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea to remake it, but you can't have Batman without Joker. It wouldn't feel right. It would feel all wrong. It's like. For me, it would be, okay, I'd like to see it, but you're going to have Batman there somewhere, even if it's in like the last 5-minute credits or something like that, you know what I mean? It just wouldn't feel right. I mean, they've yet to do a villain movie, so You know, I mean, they haven't made a standalone Lex Luthor movie or a standalone Doctor Doom movie or a standalone Doc Ock movie. So a standalone Joker movie would be a first of its kind. But without without Batman in there somewhere, it wouldn't feel right to me. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But that's just me. I'm comic book guy in this panel. I mean, that's the way I feel.
Well, I mean, they are talking about. I know I'm coming back in. I'm sorry. I got a surprise phone call. A friend of mine from Colorado is actually in town for the next couple of days. Just surprised me. That was the phone call. So that's pretty interesting. I'm going to be seeing him tomorrow night. With these standalone movies, and I understand they're supposed to do a Joker Harley Quinn standalone movie as well. So there's going to be another Joker movie besides the standalone by itself that we're talking about. I'm kind of curious about it, just like I'm kind of curious about the Harley Joker standalone movie because of the fact even Star Wars has announced that they're going to be doing, besides Obi-Wan, that they're talking about a Jabba the Hutt movie.
What?
Oh yeah, they're talking about a Jabba the Hutt movie.
I didn't think that was
really
official
intrigues
yet.
me.
I didn't think that was.
It's not official. It's in talks.
It's in talks, so it's not official.
It's
What's
in talks.
official is we got an Obi-Wan movie coming as well. That's official.
The only thing with the Obi-Wan that's not officialized yet, although they'd be stupid if it doesn't become official, is Ewan McGregor playing Obi.
They got to do that. They got to do that. I don't think that they could get anybody that was that perfect. Seriously, when you saw Ewan McGregor, you saw Obi-Wan, no matter where. Even when he did
not necessarily in episode 1, but once he grew the beard and really took on the role past the Padawan,
that was it cemented. That cemented it. It was the beard. Once the beard came into play, it cemented it.
So, but there is room. I don't want to say rumor because they have officially said that they're in talks about the next set of standalones, and one of the ones they are talking about doing is basically a Godfather type crime story involving Jabba the Hutt.
That makes perfect sense.
That does intrigue me in the sense that that's a way you could bring in Boba Fett. Don't give him a standalone movie, but have it involved with the whole entire crime syndicate. And give us an opportunity to actually see the crime syndicate and bounty hunters of Star Wars through the network that's Jabba.
Well, that's his tattoo on his arm that shows his clan symbol. That has much more significance than people realize. You know what I'm saying? Everyone just on Jabba's arm.
Oh yeah, okay.
That has a lot more significance. There's a whole family lore to everything that they do, and there's a reason why I wish Brian was here because he could explain more with me. You know what I mean? And correct me if I'm wrong with certain things because I know what I've heard. I just don't know every story like he does.
Right.
But the reason why Boba works for Jabba and for Darth Vader is because Vader started hunting the Hutts after it's supposed to be it's between episodes 3 and 4, all the Hutts that were the heads of households and everything like that. Basically, Vader was like, okay, they did help the rebels here and there. They're a problem. We need to set an example. So Jabba was the only one left alive because he was out in the Outer Rim, and literally when he landed, Boba was basically, he's like, oh, he's at your dispense, all right. And basically, he's there to watch you and make sure you stay within the lines. Don't get in our way. And basically eliminated most of the Hutts except for Jabba and I think like 2 others. And the other 2 were just basically in hiding.
Well, I think that's now Legends. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I think that's just now Legends because even with the recent issue of Star Wars comic book, Star Wars 35, it deals with Han and Chewie transporting Garrus the Hutt, and that's taking place after Episode 4. So, the Hutts are still very much alive and predominant within the outer rim crime circuits. Obviously, Jabba being the king of the Hutts, for what it is. But no, I mean, it seems like the point I was bringing, not to get into the Star Wars, that we have 3 Star Wars shows. You will hear plenty of Star Wars, guys, I promise. But the reason I brought it up is it seems like a lot of these groups, especially after Suicide Squad, are really starting to look at doing movies where you are showcasing the villain more. If that makes sense.
No, it makes sense, but I think they're trying to do it to give everybody those background stories that they may not be familiar with. Like, actually, did everyone here see Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
Yeah.
Okay, Christina, spoiler. Just a quick spoiler, but I promise you it has nothing to do...
There you go. She took her headset off. She's good.
And you messed up your hair. Oy. Anyway, but remember the scene where Sylvester Stallone's talking to that cast of characters that practically nobody, unless you know the comic books, you didn't know who that was.
Right.
That was Vance Astro. The guy in Crystal, that's Martin X. I knew that right away. And when they showed the wide black guy, that was Charlie 23. And I was like, that's the original Guardians of the Galaxy. When they showed them in Ravisher, in the end of the movie, when they showed the group picture, it was like, let's get some work done. That part, I forgot the quote because right now I can't think of it off the top of my head. But that picture of them, that was the original Guardians of the Galaxy. And rumor has it that the Ravagers are going to get their own movie, and they're going to explain how they fit into the Marvel Universe. And they're supposed to be from the future, so this is going to be really interesting.
All right, well. Christina!
Okay.
You're safe now.
You're safe. Yes.
So, long and the short of it is that it does, and correct me if I'm wrong, but like, do we even need to showcase a lot of these villains in the movies?
I think some villains do deserve their own movies. I do, because the Joker's definitely one. I think they should give a Lex Luthor movie, but not with what's his name. Jesse Eisenberg. Leave him out of this. I would love to see a Lex Luthor standalone movie. Plus, I'd love to see some of the other some of the Marvel's villains. Like, why not a Doctor Doom movie? I said that before. Why not?
Because they were called the Fantastic Four. Two attempts.
Yeah, good point. And they screwed that up. But I liked the Fantastic Four and the Rise of the Silver Surfer. They weren't bad. They were meh. Okay, they weren't too bad. They were attempts at trying to keep the franchise pretty much alive and fresh, and it wasn't bad to me. It was actually a nice little twist. And they kept true to the core nature of the characters. They had some really good actors playing them. So, I didn't mind it at all. I was like, I was like, well, slow down. At least Stan Lee was in a cameo on both of them. He didn't even show up for Fan Four Stick. Okay.
I'm one of the people that defends the first two Fantastic Fours. You can't go wrong with the commish playing the Thing. Michael Chiklis as the Thing was just beautiful. But that reboot, oh my God. That kind of leads into what Christina wanted to actually discuss on the show tonight, was reboots or sequels that were just bad.
God awful.
No, not reboots, just sequels.
Well, we could add reboots.
No, because we're going to get into an argument. So, no, I'd rather just stay with sequels. Because sequels is why we were talking about earlier. So we need to stay with just sequels that bombed. Like, where the original movie was amazing, the sequel was garbage. Simple.
Okay.
Amazing Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3.
The
Batman
Mask.
and Robin. The Mask, Son of the Mask, yeah.
Son of the Mask. Oh, my God. That was bad.
That was Jamie Kennedy, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. It was bad. It was just... I did see it. And I was like, this is a bad idea, even on DVD. I was like, I'll rent it. I'll borrow it from somebody. And somebody was like, here, you can have it. I was like, I don't think I want it. I'll just watch it. I'll return it. Like, are you sure?
How about Lost Boys the Tribe?
How about anything other than the Lost Boys original?
Lost Boys the Tribe, I was willing to give it a shot, but after watching it 2 or 3 times, I was like, okay, I'll admit it. This is bad. This is not.
Hold on.
This is not what we asked for.
Stop right there. You've actually watched it 2 or 3 times?
Yes. I was looking for something of value. I'm sorry.
And those 2 or 3 times, did you?
Only the scene they cut out.
Really?
Ladies and gentlemen, we just learned that Matt is a masochist.
Seriously, if the only thing that was worth watching in that movie, honestly, was the scene they cut out between him and Corey Haim. It was actually touching. It was actually like you could see what they were really talking about, but they didn't want to bring it up on. They changed the slight subject matter, if you will, but it was really like, wow, that really just happened. They put their real life issues and turned it into a movie conversation. I was like, wow, that was freaking awesome. That was fucking awesome. And they cut it out. You idiots. I was like, your editors should be fired, okay? End of story.
I'll tell you, one of the biggest letdowns sequels ever to me, quite honestly, was Independence Day Resurrection.
And they amped the crap out of that too. I'm glad I never saw it personally.
Oh, I can't sit through it. I can't.
As great of a movie as Independence Day was, and you wait 20 years and you turn out this piece of shit, was just, it's a disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace.
It was a slap in the face.
It really was.
No, just, man, talk about missing the mark. And some of the scenes were like, okay, it's about to turn awesome. What happened?
Come on, they missed the mark like a freaking drunk man on a toilet.
No kidding. It was horrible. I was like, don't lead me. It was like, we're going to have it. Everyone's looking. Okay. Oh, shit.
I'll tell you what, the only redeeming quality I can give that movie, and I'm stretching to get this redeeming quality, so bear with me on this, because I am reaching beyond the stars for this, okay?
He's breaking the fourth wall.
Was they were turning around and introducing the fact that they were a hive mind race, which we knew from the first movie, but they introduced the Queen, and you got to see the Queen. The only thing that kind of worked in the whole entire movie, they stole from Alien.
I was gonna say that. I was like, Alien. Oh, I'm sorry. Aliens. Oh.
The only thing that kind of worked in that movie, they stole from another movie franchise. That's it.
Oh, you want to talk about bad? Just to go off real quick.
But to be fair, they
Okay, go ahead.
Hold on. Let it.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. It's fine.
I was say, to be honest, they stole it from the movie Them, but they did it better. They stole it, but they did it better.
True.
But go ahead.
Yeah, talking about really bad rip-offs. I was actually browsing around YouTube, probably Wednesday or Thursday, before I just had to disconnect my main computer, and I stumbled across one of the biggest rip-offs I have ever seen in my life. It's not a sequel, but it's still valid. Apparently, the Turkish made their own version of Star Wars called The Man That Saved the World. And it's so bad, they literally, no joke, they ripped off, I watched 5 minutes of this, they ripped off tons of footage off of Star Wars. They ripped off the Indiana Jones theme song, the Buck Rogers theme song, and there was another theme song. They ripped off all within like 5 minutes of watching this fucking trash pile. I almost want to tell you guys, look it up just so you can laugh. Like the one fight you have they have their pilot in their ship, and then it's cut into scenes of like the TIE fighter flying down and then shooting, blowing up X-wings. The next thing is an X-wing blowing up a TIE fighter. It's a Silicon guy pop. I'm like, it's like, wait, are you flying an X-wing or are you flying a TIE fighter? Are the TIE fighters the good guys or bad? Wait, what the fuck is going on? It's like they fucked it up that badly. Like, even when the guy's piloting, you can see they have like random scenes of Star Wars in the background of ships flying. It's like, what?
It was directed by Usain Bolt, wasn't it?
No.
I was gonna ask which was worse, this or the Star Wars Christmas special.
That was actually worse. I made it through the Star Wars Christmas special, all right? Could not make it through this.
We need an official...
In fact, I'm linking this to our chat. We're going to discuss this on next week because it's that bad. Just get through as far as you can. At least get through the crash because you'll laugh your ass off, okay? Seriously.
I hate you.
I also found this whole thing. Actually, a bunch of countries did a whole bunch of bootleg freaking Star Wars, and It's just hysterical. But this one was the worst.
This is your payback. This is your payback to me for last season when I did the whole entire switcheroo on making the worst movie the greatest movie ever made.
This is my payback, Chris. You're gonna have to watch Turkish Star Wars so we can discuss it next week.
Damn
You're gonna make me suffer with him. I hate you, Christina.
Matt, I'll give you the cliff notes. It's okay.
I'm still, you know what? I'm still reeling from recently finding out that, speaking of Star Wars Christmas special, that Chewbacca's wife and child are still canon.
What?
Yeah,
They are still canon.
Nala and Lumpy.
Nala and Lumpy are still canon.
What about his nephew?
What nephew?
Lobaka.
Yeah, he's canon.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool.
What about?
Okay, I wasn't sure.
The only one I don't know if canon or not is the grandfather.
Oh, the grandfather was watching like the Wookie version of porn on the TV when they walked in. Go, nah.
Yeah, I don't know if he's canon.
Having
but
to look like, yeah. He's getting a Wookie Woody.
Oh,
there's the title.
What the hell is the name of those?
There's the title. Wookie Woodies.
Wookie Woodies. What was the name of those trees? The Worcester trees or something?
Worcestershire. Well, yeah, like Worcestershire. I can't pronounce it.
Worcestershire.
Wookie Woodies and Worcestershire. There we go. There's our.
There you go.
Oh, say that 3 times fast.
Have fun writing that title.
You did it to yourself on that
if
one.
I misspell it, it doesn't really matter because I don't think anyone knows how to spell it anyway.
No, they don't. They don't know how to spell it. They don't know how to say it. Half the people don't even know how to use it in cooking. Let's be honest.
Oh,
Yeah, good
Worcestershire
point.
sauce? Remember, if you use it wrong, it creates zombies.
That's okay because the U.S. Defense Department has a plan for the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, they actually do.
Which is, just remember, aim for the head. Nothing else matters.
That's true.
And remember, when you're in a group, you don't have to be faster than the zombies. You just have to be faster than the slowest person.
No,
Yep.
I'm sorry. Chris, I will say this with all the love in my heart, but if we're caught in a zombie apocalypse, I'm tripping your ass.
Yeah, well, you have to get up first because I already tripped you.
All I gotta say is I'm glad to be short.
I'm so shaning your ass. It's not even funny. I'm shooting you right in the fucking kneecap.
Oh, you're gonna shame me? I'm gonna bring gaming XP. I will gaming XP you. I will stab you with a sword and hit a motherfucker with a motherfucker. Okay.
Bitch, I threw an eyeball at a fucking ogre. Do you think I'm afraid of that?
Okay, back on subject, you two. Jesus Christ. God, I'm gonna get a referee shirt for the show. I swear to God.
Only if
I will pose this question. I will pose this question to the Gaming XP DM though.
What?
Thus far in the 5 episodes that has happened, what has been your favorite scene?
The fight scene was pretty interesting. Oh God, because
you've had a couple interesting ones. The hitting a motherfucker with a motherfucker, the kneecapping, the eyeball, the complete fails on perception rolls by the ranger.
those are always entertaining because I've got to come up.
There's been a couple good ones already in the past 5 episodes. So which one's been your memorable?
I gotta say when you actually it was throwing the motherfucker into the other motherfucker and running through the fire and seeing the orc and not knowing what to do right off the bat because it was like I could imagine your character struggling with this moral dilemma: kill or kill that one.
Okay, you stay there. I'll get back to you. Let me get this fucking thing first.
Exactly. Don't move. That actually was my favorite one. Was the move back to back? You know what I'm saying? That and I gotta say, your reaction to the unicorn. I didn't know if you're gonna play that part or not. When you got down, when that unicorn showed, when Uni showed up. Actually, for those who've been watching the show, you know who Uni is. When Uni showed up and when Ferran actually bowed and gave like the proper greeting and stuff, I was like, he is taking this somewhat serious. Okay, we can play this. I like it when you guys do something that I would expect but wouldn't expect. You know what I'm saying for characters? Those are my favorite reactions when you make me have to step up my NPC game.
Well, I did notice that you seem to be testing my character a lot in the games, and one of my favorite scenes thus far, I believe it was this past episode that is going to be releasing for you guys this Sunday, was the scene where we were camped out and you Gaming XP episode 5
Tuesdays. Look at the schedule.
Tuesday. Okay, well, it's releasing. It's releasing tonight as of recording, but when you guys hear it, it'll already have been up. Sorry, so many freaking shows. But anyway, where I was on my watch and you had the family of hogs go by, and I knew that was a test to see if I would break my ranger and alignment and go attack them or not. And I surprised you by turning around saying, like, well, they're not posing a threat, so I'm not going to kill a family. I'm not going to orphan children. Which became one of my favorite scenes because Christina proceeded to chew me out because bacon.
I will always do that to characters just to see where their mindset is. And I'm not defending it. I'll explain it because I like to make sure that everybody. I'm trying to get my job also as DM is not only to challenge you guys, but is to try and see if I can sync you guys up, not trip you up, sync you up. Meaning, I want to make sure you guys are moving forward. Let's progress these characters to the point where everybody gets attached to them. It's like, did you hear what Nomani did? Oh, that was hilarious. Or did you hear what Maximus and Ferran were discussing by the fireplace? Yeah, I can't wait to see where this leads. That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to see. Because I want to see.
Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
Good.
That's what I love doing with everyone in the game. I like playing. It's role playing. That's what you're supposed to do. Everyone, there's going to be action. There's going to be adventure. You just got to get there. You know?
I was going to say at this point in the game.
That'd make a good tagline.
There you go. I just think at this point in the game, if Theron and Maximus are going to be talking, it's going to be pretty nasty little threats towards each other. Because I guarantee, I know Chris's character's dislike of orcs, and then Maximus is an orc. I'm sure there'll be some threats in there, like, and I'm watching you kind of thing. And I swear to God, if you do something, I'm going to wear your head like a hood ornament or something.
Well, even when the characters, get together, I still kind of see the dynamic. I still picture the dynamic between the two, even when a bonding does occur. I imagine that the characters' interaction with each other is going to be a pissing contest. You know,
it's going to be Rocket and Drax.
I definitely see it being like a whose dick is bigger contest between the two of them at all times. You know what I mean? I almost see like Lord of the Rings, the dynamic between
Merry and Pippin.
Legolas and
yes.
You know where
Gimli.
It's a constant Gimli, where it's a constant competition between the two of them.
It's like it only counts as one.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Nomani's
character
is more of along the lines of like he starts trying to puff his chest up. I'm like, just do me a favor, shut the fuck up. I'm gonna go back to swinging.
I more see Isla and Omani standing in the background when we're having our little pissing contest and just standing there going, men.
Mm-hmm. I could definitely see that.
Passing the flask back and forth. Like,
Nomani, like, I'm gonna die surrounded by the two biggest idiots on this planet. What the hell? Passing the drink to Isla. Yep.
But in fairness, Matt, I asked you your favorite, and I kind of gave one of my favorite scenes. Christina, what's one of your favorites being involved in this thus far?
Good question, actually. I think definitely the part where you threw a motherfucker at. When you threw that motherfucker at me to smash it with when you thought I had a hammer was a pretty classic move. I'm like, wait, I don't have it. You threw a motherfucker at another motherfucker. But Yeah, when you popped through the tower
Cut.
and you saw the ogre and you were sitting there, you were like, shit. You're going to be a problem, you're going to be a problem. Which problem do I deal with first?
Told you.
My second,
It was the confusion. It was the confusion that threw yourself off.
my second is the move that
Your
my
second?
character pulled when she's literally like after stabbing an orc and then leaving a eyeball stuck on my rapier and then the other orc started charging. I just somehow managed to pull the eyeball off my rapier real quick and like literally throw it at the other ogre where it explodes all over it. It was just like it had no point to it. I know it did no damage, but it was just like it was just like a great what the fuck move.
Like, why'd you just do? One of those moments.
Yeah, like
again, one of the dynamics of our own characters, which kind of excludes Matt, but we can get his opinion on it as well. The dynamics of each person's character is just really interesting. The way that's fleshing out. Again, with Ferran, because I can describe my own character. I love the fact that he's able to pull these dynamic moves. But we were talking about taglines. I think the tagline should be "Worst Ranger Ever," because we're starting to like shout it out every time I roll a perception roll. I'll call shots to cut people's knees and stuff like that, and I'll hit it, and then I'll do some damage, or I'll throw a motherfucker into a motherfucker, and I'll hit it, and it works. I can't notice a freaking, charging ogre because I'm busy looking at a butterfly. You know what I mean? Worst Ranger ever.
Yeah.
But,
Honestly, check it out. It's hilarious. It's like, oh god. It's like, well, that was a shiny rock. It's a good thing that thing was shouting, or else you would have never saw it coming. I mean, really.
Again, you'll notice it on the episode this week, where Christina and I both, as soon as I roll the rolls, and she just sees the look on my face, and we both say it at the exact same time: "Worst Ranger ever." I mean, it's becoming the tagline. If you ever watch Dice Camera Action, with the DM Chris, and whenever he says green flame, everybody always screams green flame. That's going to be us with Worst Ranger Ever. I guarantee you. That's just the way it's going.
Well, there's been other adventures. One of my friends, he was a rogue that in one of his campaigns, he literally, after getting blown up enough times as a rogue, checking for traps and failing epically, and then opening the wrong door, not unlocking the right lock, getting blown up by fire, they finally gave him a ring of fire resistance. Everyone chipped in on it because they just felt so bad for him. The one time he opened the door and needed it and didn't need it, he needed it. He didn't wear it. Almost burned his character to a crisp. It's hilarious.
Well, Namani. Oh, yeah, Namani. Wrong show. Christina.
He's having an out of episode experience.
Well, we'll say
too many
one
shows
thing.
I'm gonna miss now.
It's going to be interesting when Nomani runs out of liquor, because then you're going to see how crazy this girl really is. Like, the liquor actually keeps her sane. So.
Well, that was kind of going to be my next question. Is what is your favorite dynamic of your character thus far, as the way she's getting played through right now?
Well, I've been playing her off deliberately as like a really kind of dark and serious person, but also major alcoholic due to, not to get into too much, due to the fact that the design of my character. However, the reason she's such a heavy alcoholic is because she's also just a little bit insane. And once this is a dynamic, I'm giving you guys know, people in the show don't even know this. This is all out of character. But yeah, she uses the alcohol, keeps her somber, keeps her focused when she's like. But when she sobers up, she's literally gonna be the person skipping around with with the rapier in the hand, going, "Once around the mulberry bush, now I stab your dad." Like, just really weird shit. So.
I kind of almost want to see a stray arrow pop her mead barrels in the cart now. I almost kind of want to see this happen.
It's not mead in those barrels. It's a lot stronger than mead.
Let me create the chaos. Leave the chaos creating to me.
I kind of almost want to see that happen now.
No.
So, guys, in case you're just tuning in and you don't know what we're talking about, we have a show that is hosted by and DM'd by Matt Cruz here called Gaming XP. It is a Pathfinder adventure where we are doing a playthrough of a old-fashioned paper, pencil, dice, and imagination D&D style campaign role-playing game. And Christina and myself, along with Matt's lovely wife, Lori, and Eric Batista, who couldn't join us tonight, are playing characters in this world that Matt is describing. What we're talking about right now is what we've done thus far in those episodes and stuff of that nature. So definitely go onto YouTube, look up Gaming XP on Realm of the Mist Entertainment's YouTube channel. Check it out. It's definitely worth the check out. Plus, we'd love to know your opinion of what you think of it thus far, how we're playing the characters. I'm cross-promoting, but I don't care. Check it out. I'm having a blast playing,
Yeah, me too. But
it's a nice dynamic to just sitting here talking pop culture.
I actually do have a question. How do we go from talking about Leonardo DiCaprio as the Joker to Gaming XP? I'm kind of confused how we made that
because
crossover.
we're better. Because we're proving that we're better actors than he is.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry, again, we're going to lead back to it. Leo DiCaprio is the Joker. What's next? Justin Bieber is the Riddler? I mean, that's the quality level of
in all fairness, he was an episode of Criminal Minds. If you want to have a good laugh, he gets shot to death. I can watch that like for hours. It's like, ha 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 ha. Love
that
it.
sounds like that's up there with Paris
also
Hilton
get
in
killed
that House of
Zoolander.
Wax.
Yeah, I could watch that scene for hours too. It's those good moments of life.
Wasn't Justin Bieber also in Zoolander 2 and got killed?
I don't know. No, he got his ass beat.
Still, it's an entertaining. But somebody on YouTube just splice all Justin Bieber's ass beatings and death scenes together into one film. I guarantee you it'll be the most viral video ever.
Yeah. I think, Christina, I think we just got a new assignment. We'll get tons of lawsuits, but who cares?
Look at the look on her face. You know she's already thinking about it. Like as soon as this episode's over, she's going searching.
I'll get back to you on this.
Yay! We finally go viral.
Man.
But like you said before, also, just Villains is a movie franchise themselves. Why not? They're talking about a Venom standalone movie. I mean, hell, Deadpool, technically, he's not a good guy either. I mean, he's a merc. You know, he does what he does. He's not exactly a good guy. And the original Punisher movie with Dolph Lundgren, that was extremely violent. That was closer. And Warzone was a lot closer to the real story. They're not heroes. They're anti-heroes. So why not give a villain their own movie? I mean, yeah, we know the villain's going to not really win, but it's going to. I mean, hell, the only reason why I would love to see the Lex Luthor story actually is because in the end could end it with him becoming president of the United States like they did in the comic books. You know what I'm saying? That would be freaking impressive as fucking hell. But
only if they got the right actor to play Luthor. Like obviously the right actor is too old, which is Gene Hackman. You don't want Jesse Eisenberg, but quite honestly, the one we kind of say it with Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan with the prequels. I think the one saving grace of Superman Returns was my God, why can I never remember his goddamn name? The guy who played Luthor in Superman Returns, also in House of Cards.
Oh, Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey, thank you. I think if you're going to do a standalone Luthor movie, you got to have Spacey come back.
I honestly would like to. I would, but if they do the Luthor movie, because I know this tidbit about Lex Luthor, they gotta include it because it's actually officially canon. It's him stealing 40 cakes. I'm sorry, they gotta put that in there. It's gonna be great and it's gonna be ridiculous, but they gotta put it in. It's canon. It was a freaking joke, and they brought it in when they rebooted his story. Bring it back, okay? Just put that in there. I will laugh for hours about that. I was like, I don't get it. You don't read comics. You wouldn't. You know what I mean? And that's just it. I mean, they're talking about, like I said, a Venom movie. He's been both hero and villain, but that's what drew us to his character. He wasn't just a roided out bad guy. He actually had heart and things that were going on in his life. He tried to change his life up. He actually they made Agent Venom out of that, out of that storyline. Carnage, that would be crazier than hell. But I don't think that kid's ready for Carnage yet in the movies.
Well, they got to get ready for it because the last reported for the Venom movie, although it's still not reported whether or not Venom will actually be like Agent Venom or not, his nemesis is Carnage. It has been reported. His villain in that movie is Carnage.
Yeah, Agent Venom came way after Carnage. So if I know they could mash it in there, but I'm like, then they got to bring in Flash Thompson. Then they got to explain Flash Thompson. It's gonna. Let's stick if with anything that, since they got Venom coming up, with Carnage coming in, they don't. If they wanted to, they could actually grow Tom Holland into the Venom movie with enough time. Like they could make it as a standalone, but somehow, because it's all New York. I mean, they could link it in. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So I mean,
that's why he's had his own comic book series too. So they've proven the audience is out there for villains. There is.
I will say with the Luthor one though, and I think Christina will back me on this. If they're going to if they ever do a Luthor standalone movie, I have a demand: bring back Otis and Miss Tessmacher.
Oh, definitely Miss Tessmacher. Miss Tessmacher. Miss Tessmacher.
Bring back Otis and Miss Tessmacher.
Bring back Otis. Yeah, that would be funny. But they got to bring in Mercy too. They got to bring in Mercy.
All right, guys. We're reaching that point of the show. We are 45 minutes in. We're going to go ahead and get into our movie picks of the week. For those that have followed Breaking the Fourth Wall before, every week we choose
movie picks.
We choose a movie style or genre, and we all come up off the top of our heads of a movie that we want you guys to go out and check out. Sometimes it's something off the wall and goofy. We want you to see it because it's that bad or that horrible. Or we want you to check it out because we really enjoyed it and we want to get you guys to enjoy it as well. In the theme of the fact that Christina had offered the worst sequels ever, I think movie picks of the week is let's choose a horrible sequel movie for people to go check out to see what we're talking about.
Wow. Horrible sequel movie. There's so much to pick from.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to go with Jason X.
He only wanted his machete back.
Oh, God. Yeah, that was the dumbest line ever.
No, dumbest line ever, although it was still the funniest scene in the whole entire movie, I'm sorry, was the virtual reality scene where he sees the virtual reality girls. You want to smoke some pot? You want to drink some beers? You want to have some premarital sex? Next scene, he's beating one motherfucker with other motherfucker in the sleeping bag.
Oh my God!
Or actually, I'm gonna change it. This is so I don't know as a freebie because that was a pretty Starship Troopers 2.
God! Oh,
Yeah,
that's brutal.
I know.
That was pretty bad.
It was really bad.
That one is pretty bad.
You said
they couldn't even. They couldn't even get Cat.
Yeah, they couldn't even get Casper Van Diem to do it, or what's her name?
That's what I was about to say. Oh, or Neil Patrick Harris. Oh.
Or what's her name?
Oh, that's merciless. Denise
Carmen
Richards,
Electra, wasn't it? No, Denise Richards. Yeah, Denise Richards.
Even though Carmen Electra could play Denise Richards' parts, I mean, they're not that difficult from appearance.
Mm. All right, so you got Starship Troopers 2. Matt?
Bad movie sequels. Oh. Or hell, they should have never been made. Well, I was going to say, because we were talking about Jaws the Revenge, but Jaws the Revenge sucked, honey. I don't care what look you give me. My wife's a big shark aficionado. If it's been a horrible... No, we're talking sequels. Shark...
5 fucking sequels.
You don't know where you
got
are,
a point.
right?
Got a point. And they've been progressively worse.
Yeah, but it sucked to begin with, so it's kind of valid.
Yeah, I was going to say... I was like, that was shit from day one. That whole thing was shit, and it got Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't specify. It was shit from day one. Shit. Honestly, I'll give Sharknado this. It did give me the courage to actually follow my dreams about Gaming XP, because I thought to myself, I was like, I read the meme. It said, just remember, when you think your ideas are bad when it comes to creativity, remember, somebody thought a tornado filled with sharks, it'll be awesome, and actually put money to make this a movie. Enough said.
Yeah.
That gives hope to so many.
If that isn't a ticket to fail for everybody under the sun, follow your dreams, guys, because it can't get no worse than Sharknado.
What about Batman
Actually,
and Robin?
you know what? Actually, horrible sequels.
I was thinking Batman and Robin, but go
What
ahead.
about the
Go ahead.
last M. Night Shyamalan's Last Airbender? I mean, it can't get worse.
No, we're not going there. We're not. You're not setting me off for the last 15 minutes of the show. No, my children are asleep. We're not doing this. No. Birds to Land's End had nothing to do with the original movie. It was just in the same location. I saw it and I was like, what the hell am I watching? I mean, it had birds in it, but it just didn't make any sense. It was like, I was like, why did they do this? But yeah, Birds to Land's End,
I
horrible.
remember that.
All Well, I was originally thinking I would use Batman and Robin, but that one's a little too
Bat
easy.
nipples.
But I will use a superhero genre movie, and quite honestly, this one just makes me throw up a little in my mouth each and every time because I am a fan of this franchise. The Crow Wicked Prayer.
Ooh, ow! Don't let my wife hear that one.
The Edward Furlong joke of a freaking Crow movie.
The Crow Wicked Prayer.
Now, people dog City of Angels, but at least City of Angels was a Crow movie.
It was.
People dogged the third Crow movie, where I thought it actually had a cool mystery aspect to it of him finding out who actually set him up for the murder of his girlfriend. I thought that was a really cool concept too. Wicked Prayer was just straight stupid. It was a missing episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It was horrible, and of course it's fitting that David Boreanaz is the main bad guy in the movie. Yeah.
And don't forget Dennis Hopper.
And Dennis Hopper as an OG devil worshiper.
Oh God, man, that did throw me. And I like Dennis Hopper as an actor. I loved it. I loved him in a couple of his other movies that he did. I'm just like, that one was like, dude.
Can I throw a bonus
Yeah, but
in
then-
afterwards?
Sure, go ahead.
Because there's another one that I just thought of. It has to be mentioned. It has to be an honorable mention because Texas.
I'm giving.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 4: The Saw's Family.
I never
God.
even saw it, so.
It's
know,
the
yeah.
one with Matthew
No, actually-
McConaughey and what's her name? Renee Zellweger, I think, was in it. And
I thought that was I saw
the
that. I
movie's
did see that
so
one.
Bad they released it after they started getting popular, and they like begged them not to release it because the movie's so goddamn bad. Like
No, it's
they totally
seen it
shit
with
all
HBO.
over. They totally shit all over the whole Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise. Like it is like that fucking bad. Like they turns out like they're aliens or I can't even follow the fucking movie. The only cool part about the whole movie is the saw he gets handed, where it's got that plate across that says the Saw's family. It's the only good part of the movie.
All I gotta say, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3.
Turtles in Time?
Horrible.
Turtles in Time, huh?
Horrible.
All right. Well, if we're gonna throw bonuses in there, I'm gonna turn around. My bonus has got to be Hellraiser Bloodline.
Ooh, isn't that the one with the DJ one?
Where we no,
Yeah.
that was 3. Bloodline was where they built a space station that turned into the cube.
That's right. Oh my god, I forgot how bad that one was.
That was straight shit. I saw that. That was straight shit.
Yeah, where they built a space station that turned into a giant cube to try to trap the Cenobites. Just no.
Stop murdering good ideas, you know?
And
All right,
we
guys.
could go on and
Make sure
on.
you're guys, make sure you stay tuned. In the next hour, you're going to hear the Mike Quinn interview with Brian Miller from Star Wars Canon Library. So that'll be right after a couple commercials. But before we do, Christina, where can they find you?
You can find me on my channel on YouTube, which is That Trans Geek Girl. Just look it up. Also on Facebook, Christina Talley. I have a fan page. Also find me here on Breaking the Fourth Wall, Eclectica on Radiocast FM every Sunday night, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. You can find me on War of the Stars. You can find me on Gaming XP. You can find me all over the place on Realm of the Mist. I'm kind of like herpes. You just can't get rid of me.
Speaking of herpes, Matt, where can they find you?
Thanks for the segue there, Christina. Jesus.
Well, it's my fault. You did it.
Yeah, I know. You gave him the easy lead. You really did.
You set him up, I knock him down.
You can find me on, as mentioned earlier in the show, on Gaming XP on Realm of the Mist Entertainment. You can find me on foxc77 at gmail.com. You can email me, check out the show, subscribe, tell me what you think, like, subscribe, do all that good fun stuff. And if you want to find me on Facebook, look up Matthew Cruz, Matthew with 2 T's. And I'll be happy to talk shop, talk gaming, talk whatever, because we got more stuff also coming for Gaming XP as well, so stay tuned.
All right, and you can find me pretty much everywhere in Realm of the Mist Entertainment. Of course, you find me on Radiocast FM every Monday night as I'm raising the underground from 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check your local listings. Of course, Breaking the Fourth Wall. You can see me sometimes on War of the Stars. Being one of the characters on Gaming XP. Launched a brand new show, Journal of the Jedi. You will probably hear it on Radiocast eventually, but, talking Star Wars comics, as I said, Realm of the Mist, we have too many Star Wars shows, so I don't want to harp on our fourth wall.
We had too many, and then you added another one.
No, at least I just gave us a comic book show.
Just saying.
But, and of course, always, if you're interested in anything with Realm of the Mist, besides going to the YouTube channel, please visit our official website, realmofthemist.com. Let us know you're there. We got a little comment section and chat box. Go talk to us. Give us your thoughts and your opinions, because we do this for you guys. Guys, thank you very much for joining me tonight. It's great to be back. It was too long of a vacation, so... We're back. We're back on Radiocast. We make sure you're checking out all the other great shows on Radiocast. Don't forget, DJ Zach returning within the mix. DJ Mike Sneezy and DJ Booger. You got DJ Philly Carroll. You've got, of course, Eclectica and Raise the Underground. So many great
AV
shows.
Show that comes on after my show too is Top 11 show, the 11 and 11.
Yeah, the Top 11, and then you also have speaking of AV, bringing back Into the 90s. I think it was called Into the 90s. I don't have the list in front of me. Again, just like Realm of the Mist, there's just too many great shows on Radiocast to be able to check out. So just tune in and show some love to everybody, because we're all doing this for you guys.
And
without you, there is no us.
I just want to add one more thing to the people watching us on YouTube. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. Tell us what you like, what you don't like about the show.
Tell your friends. Tell your friends. Even if it's just to sit there and make fun of us, tell your friends. Spread the word around.
Also, on my channel, That Trans Geek Girl, just putting this out there, I do have a contest running that once we get to 100 subscribers will be announced, so keep an ear out for that as well. As well as, I believe we may be doing something shortly on Realm of the Mist for a giveaway, correct?
We're working on it. We're brainstorming it now. We'll figure out something special for everybody to get. So, yeah, let's cut this off, because I'm sure there's some great music and some commercials that you guys got to hear before the Mike Quinn interview. So from all of us here at Breaking the Fourth Wall, we're happy to be back. Thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you next week. Have a good one, guys.
Goodbye.
Bye.